Hey guys, welcome back to Forward Adventures. It's Hong once again, and I know it's been a while since my last video, but I have been making headway on all the Jeep fixes and upgrades that I had on my list. Not sure if you remember, but I did have a slew of things that I had to get done, but I'm almost done. I just didn't really want to make videos because it's just a lot of things, and just to set up the camera and do all that it was very troublesome. But today I thought I'd just do a quick one since I'm out here. I just finished plumbing up my air compressor and all that, so I'll quickly go through that shortly, and I'll just show you briefly my version 4 storage setup that I've somewhat changed around. I tried to use whatever I had existing and not spend any more money. Well, tried to avoid spending money on new materials and all that, just to make it to where I've had right now. So let me just switch the GoPro around, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy it. So here is the current setup. It's a lot different from the previous version that I had, mainly due to the roof rack that I purchased this summer from Front Runner. Now this roof rack actually uses the roll cage for support. So there are two brackets, one on each side, and it connects to this right here, this the roll cage. In my previous setup, I had the Teraflex shelf right here. This was actually up here, which was also slidable, so I can pull it in and out to put, light things. And hence the bracket that came with this shelving unit, it didn't work well with this bracket here. So then I had to come up with something different, and then I just, I just decided to move it down here. I didn't want to waste this shelf and make a new a wooden shelf down here, so reused it. I tried to reuse existing hardware as much as possible without spending any more. So yeah, hence it's down here now, which is also retractable. Let me just put you down here for a second, just to give you, show you how it looks. So again, blue clips, just press it down, and then everything comes out. So yeah, so it saved me time from actually building a whole new box down here, and wasting more money on materials. But yeah, it works great for little things as well, barbecue and all that. But all I need to do still is just to cover up this so nothing slides out and into the back there, because it's also not covered. So yeah, that's one of the things still on the list that I have to finish up. But these are just minor because I haven't really moved everything into this yet. So yeah, so that was the first reason why I had to change the setup. Let me just this is kind of hard to do with one hand. Okay, there we go. All right, so that was reason number one. Reason number two, I obviously had to cover it for the fridge. And again, the fridge used to be on this side, so the driver's side. Now, with the cover on top, with this cover on top, I had to make sure I had it at the right height for this fridge to actually work with the slider. So with the back seat up and angled, the higher the height went up, the more it pushed the fridge and the slider back out, and I wasn't able to close it. So there was a lot of prototyping along, because you can see it's actually on a couple of I think it's 2x4s. It spans it out that way. So I had to find the right height for this current setup to work. So originally I had this slider and this new slider from Tembo Tusk. I'll talk about this shortly. So this was over here originally, and so I wasn't able to close it. So originally I think this was a little bit higher, maybe about I think this is 5.5 inches maybe, and originally I wanted 6, but I had to, you know, shrink it down a little bit because I wasn't able to close the tailgate with the fridge on this side. So yeah, so that was problem number 2. So then I had to reallocate this onto this side, which works perfectly now. It's a tight fit because you can see it's rubbing right there, the little marks right here of where this closes at. So got that to work, and obviously when I actually open this, I'll show you that it's actually not sitting on a platform. And let me just get that going for you now. Again, press down, and this slides out, and this actually comes down like that. So again, these new sliders that I mentioned earlier, these new Tembo Tusk angled sliders, these just came out I think in September or late August. So I managed to actually order these when it first came out. But yeah, so this allows me to angle the cooler and actually reach in and see what I'm getting, versus when it was up here without these sliders, I wasn't able to actually see my hand or see what I was grabbing from the cooler. So this works perfectly right now. It's a little ghetto because you know, I have ratcheting straps just to ensure it doesn't actually fall, like tip over. But once I have everything dialed in, I'm actually gonna screw this in, because there are screw holes on the bottom of the CFX, so you can actually screw it in to whatever platform you have. Again, like I mentioned earlier, originally I was going to put a platform on top of this to actually support both brackets. Now that would have been, I was thinking of a 1/4 inch, but with that, if I added a 1/4 inch, that would have raised the platform, and then would have shifted the fridge out even more. So right now it's a very snug fit, and let me just put the fridge back in. And now when I close this, you'll see that the slider is literally touching the table back here. So it is very snug, because yeah, you know, I got this rammed up in here, and then it's actually sitting against the back seat. So it's really secure. You know, I've been driving around all summer, well, the fall actually, and it doesn't bounce around at all. But it does come with pins. Let me find with the pins. So the slider comes with 2 pins like this. Now they just secure down here. It's kind of dark. There you go. So I can just actually secure this down so it doesn't actually bounce around. But I haven't had that issue yet, or you know, I guess I haven't really gone off a really big bump to actually require this at the moment. So that's that. So it's pretty cool. I enjoy this. I can enjoy it a lot better than before, where I couldn't really see what I was grabbing in. So yeah, so that's the reason why this fridge the cooler is on the right side, because I couldn't accommodate it here on this side without having it hit that this little bump here. So that's that. So that is that. What else is there? Okay, so yeah, we've covered the cooler and fridge sliders. I did get a new shelving unit from KAON, I think that's how you pronounce it, KAON, another Australian company. I just stumbled this on YouTube when I was looking for a table mount for the roof rack that actually slides on here. So they have a really good, nice one that clips under here, and it's a lot cheaper than the one provided by Front Runner. So planning on getting that in the future, but this popped up and I thought it would be a great value for my current setup, because I do want to utilize this space up here, which is not really used as much. So this worked out perfectly. It was kind of risky because I didn't know how thick this bracket was, because originally, you know, I had the Teraflex bracket, which didn't really work with this one, but this one worked perfectly. It was a risk that I took, and I had to use longer screws for this one to actually fit, because, you know, as you can see, it is angled right here, so I wasn't sure if this would actually get in the way. I don't know if you can see it a little bit there, but yeah, it worked out perfectly. So yeah, this Molly panel slash shelf is working good so far. It's sturdy, so I'm actually shaking this, and I plan on using just, you know, sleeping bags, pillows, or, you know, little light things that can go up here, and can strap it in, because it is a Molly panel shelf. So yeah, that price wise, decent. It's cheaper than a lot of the North American brands. I would say, even after duties and shipping, it's still cheaper, I guess, because the Canadian dollar is a little bit better than Australian dollar. So it worked out for me. And next thing, as you can see here, is I do have a new compressor. This is also another Australian company, an alternative to ARB. I stumbled on this compressor from Baptism Overland. Asian, what's it? I think it's Asian Samson. He was talking about it, and this kind of piqued my interest, so I decided to give this a try instead of the ARB brand, and it's working so far. I just replumbed it this morning with this stainless steel air hose. It looks a little bit better than this you know, blue one. I couldn't find a long enough air hose that is stainless steel, so I gotta stick with this blue one here. But do check Baptism Overland for, you know, more precise details on this compressor. It is a dual compressor, right? So yeah, I have it here. Yeah, it's because it does not fit in the engine bay. It's slightly larger than the ARB version, and this does not fit in the engine bay, nor do they have a bracket for it. And it doesn't fit under the seat, the driver's seat or the passenger seat, so that wasn't really an option. So the only option I had was on the side of this little box I had here, and it is angled. Originally it was actually straight, but because of the seat, when I folded up, it would get in the way, so I had to kind of angle it, and then that hardtop bolt right there, it got in the way. I couldn't reach in to turn it, so I had to actually angle it out a little bit more. So that's why it kind of looks like this. So yeah, but yeah, and then it actually connects to a 5-gallon tank up here. Yeah, and yeah, so far so good. It's been working perfectly. Haven't done any real tests with airing up and down tires yet, so stay tuned for that. It's just a little tad cold. But that is the current setup, and yeah, again, it actually plumbs down here. Then I have it's a quick connect and disconnect, and then you can do all sorts of other things. What else is there? Yeah, everything is pretty much the same. Oh yeah, the foam padding, I removed all the foam padding from the back. It didn't look appealing. And yes, hence I moved it. So also, as you can see, I have a wire dangling here. This is my actual antenna. For now, I just haven't had time to mount it outside yet. So what I do plan on doing is drilling another hole in the roof somewhere around here, and then running it, sneaking it, so it's not sneaking it, snaking it underneath here all the way to this bracket that I made for it. I just haven't had time to do it, and it's way too cold at the moment to, you know, get this hole drilled and, you know, get the RTV settled. Sorry, I'm just trying to squeeze past this tire. So yeah, so that I'll probably get done a little bit later on when it gets warmer. I don't plan on drilling too many holes, so I want to just do this once. So it'll probably be up here somewhere, and then I'm gonna have an actual junction box, one of those plastic junction box, and have it have a couple of glands. Let's see, a couple of these glands poking out, so just in case I do plan on getting some solar panels or running cables up to a roof tent that I might plan on getting later, sometime in the springtime. Not sure. I just still looking for the right tent that will actually fit in this garage. So right now I have about it's hard to tell, I have another 4 inches to play with before I actually touch the top of the garage. So I need to look for one that's yay big when it's actually folded down to actually work. But yeah, so that's that for this antenna. So we again up there, and then a junction box on the top, so I only have to drill one hole and then just feed everything up through that hole instead of drilling multiple holes all over the rooftop. What else is there? We talked about the compressor, the air tank. Yeah, again, light, the switches are here. In hindsight, I should have had it up here instead, because I do plan on sleeping on this side of the Jeep when it's cold. So, you know, I've tried sleeping. I've extended my leg and my sleeping bag. I do kick this often, like rolling around, even though it's not much space here. I do kick it and turn this on and off. So I might have to reallocate this somewhere like up here, or pick up another like a little aux beam switch, 8-button switch, and have it maybe mounted here somewhere on top. But that is the future. I'm not in a rush for that yet, because I still have to create a platform that actually extends out here, so when the seats are folded, I can actually sleep inside. I do have a platform on that side from the previous build, which is, where is it? It's right there, that piece in the back there. I just have to remodify it so it actually sits on the seat, because originally I had like a aluminum frame that actually sat on the bottom, and then it sat on top. The platform would sit on top. So, but I'll link the previous video of my setup. But yeah, that I'll kind of work a little bit later. But other than that, everything is pretty much complete on the list that I had, that you guys saw previously. And hopefully this works out. Hopefully this is the last time I'm doing this. I'm really just done with the storage unit. But what else is there? I'm just trying to figure out. Trying to just do a video before it gets. I'm trying to finish this video before it gets way too cold. It is not nice outside. It's raining. It's going to be some freezing rain soon. So this is the panel at the back, and all my electrical is here. I have wires running from here. It just snakes under here, and then it just goes along through the firewall and into the engine bay. But yeah, here again, here is the compressor, and yeah, hopefully I make a lot more use out of this. Maybe get some air lockers in the future, and then I'll plumb it up through the back here somehow. What else is there? Yeah, I think that is pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, guys, so that's it for the video. Just quick rundown of my current version 4 storage unit setup. Yeah, so if you guys enjoyed the video, please hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Ciao.